The San Francisco 49ers are 1-0. Pittsburgh Steelers hopping this backwood. Let's talk about it. Welcome, everybody. Let's go, Niners. My name is Jason Aponte. My goodness, the San Francisco 49ers thoroughly dominate in a home opener for the Pittsburgh Steelers. What is it, 30-7, something like that? That score was nowhere near indicative of how far apart both these teams were in this game. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for when we go live. Patrick Peterson, I'm starting with you, buddy. Thought the team had tells. Thought that you were going to get your pick. The only thing they got picked on was you. Put that Steeler pack and Patrick Peterson hop in this fucking backwood. Never talk about anyone else ever again. Relax. It's a long season. But you got fried. So what happened? What happened was this is a San Francisco 49er team that looked exactly like they did down the stretch at the end of the season. Brock Purdy was incredible. I mean, if you look at the raw numbers, and if you just look at the numbers, you would probably say, well, 222 yards. That game was over. That young man didn't have to throw the ball at all. And the things that you saw were the things you wanted to see. Escapability in the pocket, stepping up and making throws down the field. I haven't even started to talk about Brandon Ayuk yet. But my goodness, man, that was as fun of a home opener. I hope this is wrong, and maybe somebody in the chat will say, no, I can think of another time. But I don't remember the 49ers being so good in an opener since 2012 against the Packers when Cap threw for 400 yards. If you guys can think of another one, please let me know. But it's incredible what they were able to do in this game. And the only points that they allowed in this game were because of penalties. Diamador Lenore. The thing is like the 49ers, when they play that game, there's not many teams that can beat them. And when that defense plays like that, they're incredibly hard to beat. Shout out to Drake Jackson, hat trick. Javon Hargrave, welcome to the party. Kerry Hyder, 5 sacks, right? And it felt like it feels like this, that the 49ers defense still hasn't peaked yet, especially in terms of pass rush. Shout out to Mooney Ward with the interception. That was great. But they're not all the way there just yet. Fred Warner nearly had an interception that would have turned into a pick six. He caused the interception with Hufanga. By the way, I feel like that wasn't a lateral. I feel like that wasn't a forward pass. I felt like it was a lateral. But what is there to complain about with this win? Right? You don't want to overreact to week one and say, well, this is what's going to happen with the team going forward. And, they're locks to do this and that. I think we all expect this team to play very well just because of the talent, because of the coaching, because of what we've seen. But how could you walk away watching this game and not being encouraged with what Brock Purdy did in this game? And you look at this team, and any week it could be one of these Brandon Ayuk games where he scores 2 times. That could be Debo. That could be Kittle. It could be Christian McCaffrey. It's everything in all phases was great, man. Great. I don't know, man. I don't know what there is to complain about. You can talk about the one drive at the end of the half, and if you want to view it positively, because we're vibing, and I hope you guys are here with your adult beverage and you guys are liking this video, subscribing to the channel and everything. If you want to look at it positively, it's not like the Steelers were just going down the field. The 49ers extended that drive with penalties, and those penalties can be corrected. It could have easily, literally, been a shutout. Like, no questions asked. I can't remember, and I don't know, again, I can't remember a time when the 49ers came out hitting on all cylinders to start. than 2012 when Kaepernick threw for 400 against the Pack. I mean, Kyle Shanahan does not have the most sterling record with his offense, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. That was incredible. Brock Purdy, even when, obviously he had the one fumble. TJ Watt's very good, by the way. Cole McKivitz, you tried, and it was eventually going to happen. But I don't know what there is to be upset about. Like, this is all good vibes. And aside from the scare with Trent Williams, which was very scary, we kind of just got away from the injury thing. Like, knock on wood, no injuries. I did notice something that happened a little bit in the middle of the game. Isaiah Oliver went in for nickel. Ambry Thomas was out there for a little bit, but, it looked like, Ambry's Ambry. I'm not going to – again, we're vibing. I don't want to talk about anything negative. If you want negativity, I'm sure there's someone else that'll give it to you. Many people, right? Like something like that's negative. There's nothing negative about this game at all. Nothing. There's nothing to be worried about. None of that. Okay, so I see you guys are saying that, right? Okay. CMC played too long again. My theory is that Kyle Shanahan has Christian McCaffrey on his fantasy team, and he gets points per carry. So that's why he kept them in there. That's what I'm going to roll with. Ryan Reed, we going back to this? Let's do it. Jason, you have anything to say to Patrick Peterson? You dumb bitch. In what world did you believe that there was tells, something that you could do? Pick your ankles up off the floor. Brandon Ayuk owns you twice. You had the little drop, like where you almost thought you had an interception and you like, it's coming. No. It's not. I respect what you've done, Patrick Peterson. You're a legend. You're probably a Hall of Famer. Hop in this backwood and shut the fuck up. Unbelievable. If you even go on any podcast and say, well, I had a drop pick or I had this, yeah, you dropped your ankles. You got dropped for a touchdown on the back end too, twice. Brandon Ayuk owns you, pal. Stop talking crazy when you are at this stage in your career. Patrick Peterson's a Hall of Famer. Never going to disrespect his career. But shut your ass up, man. Oh, my God, man. It's unbelievable that someone like that at this stage in his career has the audacity to say, damn, we got tells. I know. Tells what? The 49ers could have scored every single drive if they really wanted to. Everyone. What did you stop? No one would have, you know what's funny? No one would have remembered that Patrick Peterson was even playing football for the Pittsburgh Steelers if he didn't open his mouth. You know how many people hit me up and said, I didn't even know that he was on that team. Yeah, that's where you are in your career right now. Why would you do this to yourself? Hop in his backwood and shh, Patrick Peterson. And I love what Brock Purdy said in the press conference. I love it. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Guess what you got? Nothing. You got nothing. And you got dunked on. My God, that first route was gross. I love how after Ayuk catches the touchdown, his cornerback, the other one, came right over and hit him on the head. And was just like, it's all right, man. You're all right. No. You didn't help that man pick up his ankles off the floor. Why not? Help him. Bring the stretcher. Bring the wheelchair. What happened? You can't talk that shit and then put up that. You can't. If you were quiet, people would have been like, oh, wow, that's Patrick Peterson, legend. I didn't even know he was on that team. I didn't even know. But you wanted to make yourself the story. You wanted to make yourself the main event. And now look at you. Trent is good, though, Lil Heater. He's fine. T.Y. Bud says, McKivitz is a huge concern. Lead for feet, TJ or no. Okay, that's somewhat fair. And I do understand that concern. But he's not going to go against TJ Watt every week. And I still believe in Kyle Shanahan being able to not put him in harm's way. For a fan base that hated Mike McGlinchey, you guys dealt with him pretty well and kept moving with him, right? So, like, I think I think it'll be okay. I'm not as worried about that. Keith Murphy, the unbeaten, picked on Peterson. I love it. Love the alliteration too as well. Wolf Life Wild, shout out to my boy Cook, my boy Niner Gang. This is like one of the most like good vibes like games that, I mean, like this is what it felt like down the stretch when we blew Tampa Bay out, when they beat the Seattle Seahawks, and they came back and they beat the Raiders, or they washed Arizona at the end of the year. Like, there's nothing right now to complain about. Nothing. And Moody was great. First of all, I know you guys are going to try to get your jokes off, but I let you know, I'm going to get my jokes off, but I know for a fact that when the lights go on, he'll be fine. He's going to be fine. And he's fine. Look what happened when the lights go on. Preseason's preseason. Who cares? It's done. It's cool. I was and Jesse brings up a great point. When this team went up 17-0, I was just like, my God, man. I was like, I'm about to crack an adult beverage. I'm good. I'm not even worried in the slightest. That team was not ready to go. Imagine having your first home opener since, I believe the number was 2014 or something like that. And Mike Tomlin's team came out and did that? I'm shocked. I am shocked. Now, look. Week 1 is weird. The Bengals got washed by the Browns. The Ravens were struggling for a little bit with the Houston Texans. Like, Washington was losing to the Joshua Dobbs-led Arizona Cardinals. That's it. Like, it's like Week 1 is very weird. Week 1's very weird. And that's kind of where the hesitance was with, like, just saying, oh, we're going all in with the Niners this week. Week 1's weird, and you just felt like, hey, it's going to be in Pittsburgh. That team's going to be jacked up. They didn't bring anything. And then Deontay Johnson leaves the game. Cameron Hayward left the game. That was big. I think that's something that just got completely lost, in the shuffle of, like, Brock Purdy being great and throwing the football all over the field. And then Christian McCaffrey, them coming out of the gate in halftime and just running the ball with Christian McCaffrey and then scoring 65 yards, that's game. Pack it all up. Everybody leave. Every Steelers fan should have left right after that. There's no way that you guys can answer that at all. And it's crazy because that just seemed like a regular run play. But there's Brandon Ayuk running down the field. Let's see. Vishal says, did your heart stop when Purdy ran for first? Yeah. Oh, yeah. But he's a playmaker, and we love how he's a baller. Yeah, Vishal, I was just like, please just get down. Please just get down. Get down. But I think there's other things, right? And I can't wait to dive into this all 22. Like, when the game is this good and the 49ers play this well, it's so fun to watch the film. So fun. Because you're going to see so many things. But there was that one throw where he stepped up and he hit Ayuk, where he danced around somebody and he got right up. Like, those are the things that, like, when people want speed from the quarterback, you don't want speed. You want agility in the pocket. You want mobility in the pocket. And still be able to deliver the ball from behind the line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what Brock Purdy did on that play. My goodness, man. You wouldn't even thought that he was injured in this game. And look, I know that we're making fun of the Steelers right now, but that's not a bad football team on the other side either. We may look back on this game 4 weeks, 5 weeks down the line and say, man, the Pittsburgh Steelers aren't that team that you saw in week 1. But when the San Francisco 49ers play as well as they do, like that, on offense and on defense, there's not many teams that can beat them. When you're executing that well, when you're protecting the ball, all of those things, nobody is going to be able to beat this team. And, again, the Steelers, we might look back at this and just say, hey, that was just a fluke game. And maybe if they run it back later on, it'll be a little bit more competitive, because how could it not be? But at the same time, when you look at the 49ers style of football, if they're playing this way, who's going to beat them? Who? I don't mean to sound like an owl, but Brian says, incredible game. Peterson, I see, tells Purdy will see. Purdy will see. Proceeds to throw the ball through his ear hole for a touchdown. We good now, folks. He's insane. Yeah, I mean, if we want to keep talking about, Patrick Peterson, we can. 100%. Like, I love it. Look, Patrick Peterson is a Hall of Famer. Patrick Peterson is one of the best to ever play this game. I'm not going to downplay him. My problem is, why on earth would you make yourself the center of attention in this game when it seems like Brock Purdy hears all that stuff. Why on earth would you make yourself center of attention in this game when there was many 49er fans that even forgot that you signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers? One game's not going to define your career, and you're still a Hall of Famer. But my God, hop in his backwood. Hop in his backwood and get smoked. That's gross. A lot of other good things that we need to talk about. I felt the touchdown run. Oh, there was a run by Christian McCaffrey that was about a 10-yarder, was sprung by Aaron Banks, absolutely demolishing on the pull in the hole. So many good things, man. Drake Jackson did well. Clean and Farrell as well too. Right now, there's not really too much. There's not really too much to complain about at all. Mitch Wisnowski. I know y'all love my kicker talks. Mitch Wisnowski. There you are. And honestly, I thought he was going to – if they would have got that first down on that penalty on the offsides, would they have just declined the penalty and just kept the drive going? His rugby skills kicked in when he was running. I'm like, damn, Mitch got some moves, man. Like, this is how good the game was going. This is how good the game was going. That we're sitting here and we're just like laughing about what happened in this game. I can't remember again. I think the last time the 49ers looked this good in the opener was 2012 when Cap threw for 400 against the Pack. Good vibes only. Good vibes only. Shout out to everybody in here. Almost 15 minutes in. 250 people in here. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for when we go live. A lot of content coming. Tomorrow, sprint right option. Tomorrow, me and Vish after sprint right option. We got a lot. We got a lot to talk about. I want to talk about the fact that Kyle Shanahan brought Ray McCloud back just for the vibes, just for the revenge game. I see you, Kyle. You're not fooling anybody. I'm familiar with your game. You understood that playing Pittsburgh, it's good to get revenge games moving because you believe in revenge games. And I've got a special coordinator. What do we got here? Come here. What happened? Did the 49ers win? Give me pound. Bow. Go. Drake Jackson, hat trick. Gotta love that. The sacks are going to come for Bosa. Eric Armstead literally was about to have the first sack of the game, but got held, and then Drake Jackson finished it. All that stuff, right? Like when we talked about it during the week about like, well, if Nick Bosa's not going to be up to speed, his presence alone gets everyone one-on-one action. And then you saw it. Look at Drake Jackson now, right? Because you have to account for Bosa. Well, now you got two guys on the inside. For me, I can't believe that this game went this way because I was expecting a dogfight. I was expecting the Steelers to play well in front of their home crowd. I was expecting them to be tough. They were none of those things. They were none of those things today. And the 49ers absolutely dominated. I'm so happy right now. There's nothing to be upset about. Nothing. And if anybody wants to be negative right now, oh my God, it just kind of tells you a little bit about that person. Because what are you negative about right now? I'm sorry. I got to make sure I get this Packers-Bears game up on the TV as well, too. I'm ready to watch Justin Fields a little bit here, too. But Melissa was right about something else, Ryan. Melissa said, I can't believe what Patrick Peterson said, and why would you say something like that? She was right. She was absolutely right. Shout out to Melissa, man. She, that was a great show. Don't start adding Jared and acting crazy on him, man. Leave my guy alone. Let him live. What we should do, it's 4:27 on the East Coast. It's 1:27 on the West Coast. Let's vibe. Let's just watch football. Let's laugh at other teams when they lose. That's it. You know what I'm going to do tonight? I am going to be a regular person and go to a bar and watch Sunday Night Football. The Giants are playing the Cowboys, and I live up here. Huge game. I can't believe this is my life. And I'm going to wear this same jersey, this same jacket. And when people walk up, they're going to be like, damn, you guys look good. And I'm going to be like, yeah, you fucking right, we look good. This team looked incredible today. And we get to talk about that now. And we get to be for 1 week like that. But this team did not do many things wrong. It's so fun to be a part of a win like this in week 1, especially when there was such a time of turmoil when it comes to, well, the vibes around this team. Well, are they going to sign Nick Bosa? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? It's great to know that when the 49ers went up 17-0, the game was over. And let's go Jimmy G. Hell yeah. Let's go Jimmy G. I'm about to put that game on. Screw the Bears and the Packers. Let's go Jimmy. You taking down Russ as a Raider too? Let's go. Jesse, you're a resident statistician. I love you, buddy. We'll figure that out during the week. It's okay. We'll figure it out. Honestly, if you really want to complain, and I will, now let me turn this a little bit negative. Mitch, kick that ball out the end zone every single time, man, right? Boom and onion. Get that thing out. Stop kicking it to the 5. It's literally it's literally at the 50 basically at this point, right? Where the kickoff is. I was looking at it and I'm just like, bro, I understand the rule change, but it looks crazy. But yeah, come on. Come on, guys. All we deserve to do right now after an offseason of turmoil with the quarterback position, with fighting with each other, with opinions and all that stuff, is just vibe. That's it. And Moody. Yeah, I said it. And Moody. You know? Everything went right today. And you guys are smart. You're all 49ers fans, and I think that we have the smartest fan base, or one of them amongst them in the league. You guys know that there's not going to be many days like this because it's the NFL, because it's football, because things happen. So when games like this happen, just sit back and enjoy. That's it. That's all you need to do. I love it. I'm going to get out of here because I'm feeling myself right now, and it's 4:30. I want to watch some more football. But shout out to all you guys right now. We got like 170 people in here now. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for when we go live. Patrick Peterson, one more message. Hop in this backwood. Stop talking and stop talking about Brock Purdy. What were the tells? What tells? None of them. And next week, we get to make fun of the Los Angeles Rams. What a time to be alive. What a time to be a 49er fan. Shout out to all you guys. I'm Jason Aponte. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for when we go live. I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you guys drink responsibly, enjoy yourself, and as always, talk that shit. And as always, go fucking Niners. Welcome, everybody. Let's go Niners. My name is Jason Aponte.